Welcome to Win Online, your channel for educational videos. In math, this is the last and final paper of end of year assessments for ages 5 to 6, level 3, KG, commonly known as KG. Previously, we have uploaded the videos of English assessments for level 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and then math assessments for level 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. This is math level 5 to 6. And after this, we will upload Urdu assessments for level 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and 5 to 6. And this way, we will complete all the three core subjects that are taught at preschool level in most of the schools. This assessment is also of comprises of 2 hours and comprises of 4 parts, and every part tackles with a different skill, with a different ability, with different capabilities in that particular area. For example, if it is math, then we have divided it into 4 parts, and part 1 is about concepts, part 2 is about oral ability in math, part C is about written, and then part D is about the practical aspects. And the same goes for every subject. So we have done the same for English and we have done the same for math, and the same theme will be followed in Urdu. Let's look at this assessment. Part A, the objectives are, remember, this is the conceptual part. Part A, the objectives are to assess the ability to categorize different objects on the basis of their characteristics. We are talking about physical characteristics. The practical application of real life mathematical concepts like height, weight, capacity, size, and position. The understanding of sequential patterns. The grading criteria is the same. It's A, proficient, B, capable, and C, improving. Question number 1 is complete the patterns. Very simple patterns are given. The students have to look at the pattern and then complete it in the same sequence. It has 3 parts in it, and simple, like repetitive patterns. After every one, like after every circle there is a triangle, after every circle there is a triangle, so the student has to read the pattern first and then complete it. Part 2 is tick the group with more flowers. So here we are checking the concept of more and fewer. Some of the students will just be able to tick the group with more flowers by just looking at it, while others will try to count it. So doesn't matter if they just tick it by looking at it or if they go for counting, as long as they are able to identify which one has got more flowers. Just help them in doing that. The second part is tick the group with fewer snails. Again, if they count, fine. If they don't count, fine, as long as they understand the question and they understand the concept of more and fewer. Question number 3 is draw a line between a shape and its name. The students have done 3D, 2D shapes by now, and they also know what are the names of these shapes and what are the spellings of the names. So they just have to look at the shape and draw a line to the name. Question number 4 is draw a line between each B's position and the ordinal number. The students have done ordinal numbers, and they have to start from the bottom. So the bottom one is first, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So guide them. Please be careful when they do this question. Guide them and tell them that they have to start with the first one. The first one is at the bottom. It doesn't matter if you tell them that this is the first one, and then let them figure out the rest. Part B is about oral skills, and the objectives are the ability to recognize different functions of numbers. Numbers perform different functions. We know sometimes they are odd numbers, sometimes they are even, sometimes they are integers. So we have to look at the number and tell what the function of the number is here. The identification and composition of different number sequences and the writing of numbers in descriptive forms. Now the students are able to write the numbers in tabular form and descriptive form, and to match the tabular with the descriptive. and vice versa. So question number 5 is, remember this part is oral. Question number 5 is, look at the number strips and only read even numbers. So they are not supposed to read all the numbers. They will just look at the strip, read the numbers in their head, and then read out the even numbers. So they will read 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. The second number strip is also for even numbers. So 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. They can only do it when they know the concept of even and odd. Read the number wheel. We have taught them times table through number wheel. So how are they going to read it? They're going to read it 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. And they have to read the whole number wheel, all oral. Then read the following teen numbers. So the number is also given there, and their name, the name of the number is also given there. They just have to read 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. They have also done these numbers, so 20, 80, 30, 70, and 40. Here you have to focus on the correct pronunciation and the correct association of the numeric form of the number to its written form. So you have to see how good the students are. If you want to test them a little harder, you can just hide this and ask them to read this. Part C is all about written abilities of the students in math, and what are the objectives: the use of mathematical language, the ability to perform four basic mathematical operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and the use of mathematical symbols to represent number stories. The students have also done number stories, but how are they going to use symbols like the plus, the sign that is used for plus, the sign that is used for equals to? How are they going to place those signs, and where are they going to place them? So the first part, which is question number 9, is simple, straightforward. Write backwards counting from 20 to 1. So they will start with 20 and go to number 1. Backwards counting they have done. Write the missing numbers. Here we are checking them on their knowledge of number sequence from 50 to 1. So again, it is backwards also and missing also, a little bit challenging. Provide them a little help in this part if you feel that they need a little assistance, but never let them start from here, because this should start from the top. Circle the odd numbers on each box. They have to look at the numbers and then circle the one that they think or they know it is odd. Circle the even numbers in each box. Look at the number and write it in words. They know how to write the numbers in their descriptive forms by now, and fill in the blanks. So 14 is written and they have to complete the spelling here, and 12 is written here, so half of the spelling is written and they have to complete it. This one will be less challenging because the students are familiar with doing these activities by now. Add using number line. So it's not that they will just simply add the digits. They have to use the number line. So for example, if question number 1 is 12 and they have to add 13 to it, how are they going to do? First they have to identify 12 on the number line, right? And then after identifying 12, they have to identify again 13 on the number line, and then they have to add these up. So if they are going to add 2 and 3 first, so they have to identify 2 on the number line, then they have to move 3 places up. So first they show 2 and then they move 3 places up, and then they will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then write 5 here. Here you will need an assistant teacher, and you have to watch very closely and carefully that the students are using number line for doing these questions. Subtract using number line. Here they have to go back. For example, 6, 16, and 5. So they have to look at the 6 and go one number back, 5, and then count what is the number. So 1. Part D is about practical knowledge of math and using math in real life, and they have done simple graphs. So first question is, don't think that it is written, it is all practical. Some shapes are given and they have to read the bar graph and answer the questions. How many squares are there, how many circles, how many triangles, and how many stars. For this part, which is part B, excuse me, you will have to have a model clock in the classroom. You know that a small clock that is on felt, that is made of felt. If you do not have that, you can make your own clock by using cardboard, write the numbers on it, and stick two needles on it. It is very easy to make. But the students have to perform this task. So they have to move the needles of the clock and show 6 o'clock on it and 6:30. So three categories are given. Are they able to perform it? Uh, do they need some help with it, or are they not able to perform it at all? We are checking the concept of time here, and the students have done it in the class. Here we are checking the concept of capacity. You need a jug full of water and a glass with it, and then you will ask the students to show you a full glass and to show you a half glass, that is half full, and an empty glass. And you have to check them on these three categories, whether they are able to perform it, not perform it, or need some help. This is the assessment, end of year assessment of age 5 to 6, math level 3 for KG. You might have noticed that these are not those stereotype papers where the students are just reading the questions and writing the answers. We have included reading in it, we have included writing in it, we have included concepts and a lot of practical work in it. So please, I am telling you once again, have extra pair of hands in the class when you are administering this paper to the students. Use the help of your assistant teacher. Carefully observe the students and then grade them. Do not just assume that they have written the right answer, so you give them a full grade. Just look at the process. How are they reaching to that answer? That is more important. What mathematical knowledge are they using to reach to that answer? That's all for today. Stay tuned for Urdu assessments. Thank you so much for liking these videos and sharing them. Please subscribe to our channel, like, share, and comment. Thank you.